Hey guys, this is Karthika Kantwal from Apex FinServe and I'm back with your daily dose of charts for tomorrow's trading session. Now today was the expiry and we had a really good trading session. Almost everything, if not everything in general, almost everything went as per our plan. The watch list had two triggers and both of them went on to give targets. And the indices, particularly Nifty yet again, reversed exactly from the zones. There was a beautiful roll reversal and it was very easy to catch multiple trades with a brief target of let's say 40 to 50 points each. So we managed around 110 points on Nifty in total when adding up on various trades. So I hope you guys had a green day as well. Now moving on to what's new for tomorrow, starting with the equity segment as usual, not session. The first trade that we have planned is Hcl Tech. Now in Hcl Tech we are going to go for a short position at the nearest swing point and demand turn supply at 850. Stop loss at 860 and ideal targets 1% on the downside. Moving on to the second, Axis Bank. Now on Axis Bank, we have a big uptrend originating from like 400, about 400, and lasting all the way till 510. So if you look at just these structures, you have a double top pattern, and if it breaks 485, it can be a really good short based on the structure alone. But we are trying not to use SLM orders these days, so we are giving the opposite direction trade. We are still going for a short position, but not based on the pattern, but rather on the supply zone and the swing high bias, which is at 505. So we're going to go for a short at 505, stop loss at 510, 511, and ideal targets 1% on the downside. Moving on to the third, M&M. M&M again we are going to go for a short, but this time it is a simple roll reversal. 600 was a strong support. It has came into play multiple times in the past. As you can see, it has been broken on the downside now, so interaction now should be a good roll reversal. It should act as a resistance now. So we're going to go for a short at 600, stop loss at 610, and ideal targets 1% on the downside. Moving on to the fifth, Jubilant Foods, and the only long position that we have for tomorrow. Jubilant Foods was in a big downtrend from 28th of September. वहाँ से लेके it started from 2450 and ended at 2150. So it's a strong downtrend, lower high consistently. Now it has failed to make a lower low. In fact, it has made a higher high, broken the previous swing point. So we're going to go for an aggressive long at 2190, stop loss at 2165, and ideal targets 1% on the upside. Moving on to the final one, TVS Motors. TVS Motors, I made a mistake. I'm sorry guys, there's been a writing error there. Instead of 430, I've written 450. It's actually short at 430. If you're looking at the diary, there's a mistake there. It's actually a short at 430. Stop loss at 435 at the previous swing point entry, and stop loss at the swing point above that. And ideal targets 1% on the downside. Really simple trade. This is a really conservative entry point, but keeping in mind that it's the last trading session of the week, we don't want to go overly aggressive because we have good greens running from the previous trading sessions of the week. So I feel it's better to lock into and preserve those gains rather than to be overly aggressive and risk losing them. Now coming to the index side of things, starting with Nifty as usual, focusing on the chart. Now, the entire week, almost every day we had a closing at these zones. So it's always been a matter of waiting. Now for tomorrow, what we have is this zone at 11650. If this zone is sustained, then we'll be back up to 740 in no time. However, if it is not sustained, then on the downside we'll be back at 11660 in no time. So either way, it's like a 50-60 points move. If you want to be aggressive, you can go in the first 1 hour ka candle close jidhar bhi hota, you can go for a trade in that direction. On the option chain, you have resistance immediate at 11700 with 790,000 added contracts, significant at 11800 with 390,000 added contracts. Support is 11600 with 587,000 added contracts. Significant is 11500 with 253,000 added contracts. If you want to go for breakout trades in Nifty, 11600 to 700 is the waiting range. You can go long above 750, short under 650 or 600, sorry. Depending on, of course, 30 minutes or 1 hour ka candle close deke, you can go for a conservative directional breakout trade on Nifty. Can give a good opportunity. Whether it will be triggered tomorrow or not, I don't know, but that is a possible trade idea that I'm harboring or entertaining for the coming trading sessions. Moving on to the next and the final chart that we have is BANKNIFTY. Similar to Nifty, it has closed at a zone and at important price level as well of 24,000 or close to that level at least. Now 24,100 is our immediate zone. Sustained, we'll be back to 24,400. Not sustained, and we'll be back to 23,800 or down to 23,800. So it's like a 200-300 point move either side. Just like I said on Nifty, wait for a candle close of 30 minutes to 1 hour, and then you can go for a directional trade in that direction. No aggressive entries on Bank Nifty as of now. On the option chain side of things, you have resistance immediate at 24,200 with 85,000 added contracts. Significant at 24,500 with 227,000 added contracts. On the support side, you have immediate support at 24,000 with 155,000 added contracts. Significant support at 23,500 with 73,000 added contracts. The PCR for both Nifty and Bank Nifty comes out to be at a bearish, levels. BNFKL it's around 0.81, which is moderately bearish, but Nifty it is 1.03, which is very, very bearish. But keep in mind, this is PCR volume and not PCR open interest. So this just reflects a participative sentiment, general market sentiments for the option buyers. Let's see what happens tomorrow. I would advise you guys not to take aggressive trades if you have good greens logged in from the earlier trading sessions. Try to take the earnings home and have a good weekend in general, guys. Now this marks the end of all the charts that I had for you today. I'll be back with some or the other weekend content. If you have something in mind, let me know. I'll be more than happy to try and create something on that topic. Also, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment something nice, and press that bell notification icon too. I hope you have a really good final trading session of the week and a wonderful weekend after that. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a good night. Bye.